Assignment of object reference variables. So, when you write a code like this, cube1 c1 is equal to new cube1 bracket open bracket closed semicolon cube1 c2 is equal to c1 semicolon. By this, you have both the objects c1 and c2 of class cube1 holding the reference to the same object. Not that C1 and C2 are distinct objects and hold different references. Remember that whenever you are assigning one object variable to another, you are not creating a copy of the object, but you are creating a copy of reference to the object. Create methods with arguments and return values. Classes usually consists of two things. One, instance variables, and two, instance methods. Methods in Java are very flexible and powerful constructs. Let us see the general structure of a method. Type name, bracket open, parameter, front slash, list of parameters, bracket closed, curly bracket open, double front slash, method dash body, curly bracket closed. Type dash name refers to any valid data type returned by the method. In case the method doesn't return any value, then the return type must be necessarily void. The name of the method is mentioned in the type underscore name. What is a parameter list? Parameters are the type and the identifier pair. There could be a list of such pairs which can be passed as an argument. These are the parameters which get passed into a method. When any method is being called, methods which have a return type must return a value to its calling method using the return statement. Return value. Java method is a collection of statements which performs some operation. Create a new method. Syntax of a method is as shown on your screen. Here, public static means a modifier. Integer. This method will return a value which is of integer type. Method nm1. This is the name of the method. Integer a. This is the parameter which is passed as an argument to be used by the method calling function. Let us now see creating a method which takes the height, width, and depth of a cube and prints the volume of the same. Public static double cube volume bracket open double height 1 comma double width 1 comma double depth 1 bracket closed curly bracket open. Integer volume 1 semicolon volume 1 is equal to bracket open height 1 multiplied by width 1 multiplied by depth 1 bracket closed semicolon. Return volume 1 semicolon curly bracket closed. This is one example of defining a method with taking parameters and returning a value. Now let us see how to add a method to a Java class. Void volume 1 bracket open bracket closed double front slash method curly bracket open system.out.println bracket open double inverted comma volume is double inverted comma closed plus width 1 multiplied by depth 1 multiplied by height 1 bracket closed semicolon double curly bracket closed class cube demo curly bracket open public static void main bracket open string arguments square bracket open square bracket closed curly bracket open cube 1 my cube is equal to new cube 1 bracket open bracket closed semicolon double volume 1 semicolon my cube dot width 1 is equal to 11 semicolon double front slash assigning values my cube dot height 1 is equal to 12 semicolon my cube dot depth 1 is equal to 13 semicolon mycube.volume1 bracket open bracket closed semicolon double curly bracket closed. The output is, in the example above, the computation of the volume of the cube is done in its class to which it is a member. However, this is not a good practice to do so. If at all, another part of the program needs volume but couldn't display it. For that purpose, it is always the best to compute the value of volume and make it available to the caller of the method. Check this example shown on your screen. Return width 1 multiplied by depth 1 multiplied by height 1 semicolon double curly bracket closed. Class cube demo curly bracket open public static void main bracket open string arguments square bracket open square bracket closed curly bracket open cube 1 my cube is equal to new cube 1 bracket open bracket closed semicolon double volume 1 semicolon my cube width 1 is equal to 11 semicolon double front slash assigning values my cube dot height 1 is equal to 12 my cube dot depth 1 is equal to 13 semicolon double front slash computing the volume of the cube volume 1 is equal to my cube dot volume 1 bracket open bracket closed semicolon system dot out dot
print ln
bracket open double inverted comma the volume of the cube is double inverted comma closed plus volume 1 bracket closed semicolon double curly bracket closed, and the output of the program remains the same as the previous program. Here you call the method volume1 and return the value to the variable volume1. Remember two important things here. The two, namely the type of the data returned by a method and the return type which is specified by a method must be compatible. The variable which is receiving the value which is returned by any method should also be compatible. For example, the variable volume1. Now let us see how to add a method that takes parameters. Some methods may not take parameters, but most of the methods do take. When a method takes parameters, it becomes more generalized method. This type of method can be used in a range of ways and also serves various purposes. Example of a method which takes parameter is shown on your screen. This is the method which returns cube of 20, but only for the number 20. To make it more generalized, we use parameters. Integer cube1 bracket open integer a1 bracket closed curly bracket open return a1 multiplied by a1 multiplied by a1 semicolon curly bracket closed. Here the method cube1 will return the value according to which it is called with. Let us see an example for the same. Integer a dot b semicolon a is equal to cube bracket open 10 bracket closed semicolon front slash this will find the cube of integer 10. B is equal to 5 semicolon a is equal to cube bracket open b bracket closed semicolon. The first call to cube will pass the value 10 to the parameter a. The second call a will receive the value 5. The third invocation of the method will pass the value of b to a